Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, and these guys now are almost extinct.
And it's Del Piero. And that's a good ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's a decent clearance. And that is out of play. Xavi going face-to-face with his great rival. Ferran Torres. Now it's João Pedro. And he's managed to get free. Oh, look at the space here. João Pedro! Chance, surely!
And he was there to get a vital touch. João Palhinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Xavi. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
It's Pirlo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pirlo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan have their second corner now. He'll try from distance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Goes without saying, that was poor. Paredes. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And it's Zielinski. And the pass is intercepted. Trossard takes a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Good ball, good take. He's beaten the last man. Ferran Torres!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Del Piero is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Pirlo. Tar calmly anticipates. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Milan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Takes the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He'll fancy himself from here.
This is about as perfect a...
Pirlo! Tremendous from Pirlo! About as smooth as it gets! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
It's a pretty loose pass. That's interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Pirlo. And here's Ibrahimovic. Paredes. João Pedro. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's João Pedro. Messi, very much a man of this moment.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That pass has been well intercepted. Cristiano Ronaldo. Trossard. That has been cut short. Abiati sends that a long way. Zanetti. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ibrahimovic. Del Piero. And it's Serginho, looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's the end of the first 45. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Played out wide. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ferran Torres. Zielinski. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Milan leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking. the most accurate pass. And it's Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ronaldo finds himself offside. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that is a good... Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Soboslai with the short one. Has to go back here. Tries one from range. And now they can spring out of defence. Pirlo. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Zanetti. Looking for options for movement. Crosses it in here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Oh, important interception. Ferran Torres has created one goal already. Ball looks a good one.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Vardiol gets over and intercepts. Del Piero. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. It's a good spell of possession, this. Messi. Oh, sweet feet. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Keeper's dealt with that. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Del Piero. Oh, that's neat. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a key interception.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 19. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 8. Messi.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Paredes. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Ibrahimovic! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, can he get onto this? Well timed, excellent interception. Played out to the left flank. That's tidy. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Walker did just about enough to come out on top there. Right job, Pedro. Well, Pedro! And he's stuck it away. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So again, we have parity.
Paris Saint-Germain really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box.
Shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nicely weighted ball. Threads one in. Oh, that was vital.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Now it's Ferran Torres. João Pedro. He's in a great position here, and he's gone backward here. Soboslai gets into a good position, and he gets rid in a hurry. Ibrahimovic.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Soboslai gets across and deals with it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Szoboszlai cuts it out. Now it's Torres. Serginho. This is a promising build-up. And this is Messi. Hazard. Turns back here, probably the best option. Ronaldo running with intent. Szoboszlai gets across to intercept that. Doan. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Havertz. Quarter of an hour played. Still goalless. That is good alertness. Into the channel. Doan is wide and looking to get onto this. And that's been won straight back. Del Piero. He's got away. And Del Piero! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Del Piero is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And it's Zanetti. Pirlo. Del Piero. He's had it taken off him. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Serginho. The ball goes in. Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's on it. Can he get away? Space for him to turn and look. Getting up there! He will be livid with himself.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Serginho. Xavi. And it's Serginho. Doan. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it.
It could be danger here. And it's Neymar. And here's Torres. Oh, that's well spotted. There's a sharp little ball here. And he's intervened well there. That's a sharp pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Showing good feet. Messi. Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. That's good running with the ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Hangs one in. Oh, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Zanetti. For Xavi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Gerrard. And here's Azar. Gerrard. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Neymar. Gerrard. That's a good ball. And the shot! And that has been cleared.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's fabulous. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please be reminded
Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So straight into the second half.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That has not gone well. Spread out to the left. And it's Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. Now it's Torres. Played out to the left flank. Hazard finding himself in space. Aviati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. He has found big chance! And he should have made them pay.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished. Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And the shot's on here. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. And this is Ronaldo. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Succumbs to the pressure. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Now it's Torres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get on the end of this? Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Milan are looking to go forward now. Van Dijk promptly onto that. Azar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Tar clears. Tries one from range. So their fourth corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Soboslai got a long way forward to join the attack. That could spell trouble, and he's found a way past. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Havertz. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goal now.
Oh, good effort! And yes, it's there! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
72 minutes.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Messi. Messi! Oh, good finish. And this is getting better and better. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi. Substitution on the field. Number
Time then
8.
for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Cristiano Ronaldo currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Fernando Torres. Number 5, Duan. Coming on the field, number 18, Ekitike. Number 14, Kubo.
The pass has gone astray. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Gravenberg. And he's forced to go back. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Hazard. Ekitike. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Son Heung-min plays it long. Bullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. Right, Shevchenko. And it's Son Heung-min. Threads one in. He's shifting through the gears here. He leaps for it. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Oh, that's a key interception. Szoboszlai. And it's Endo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shevchenko.
Added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Ekitike. Son Heung-min. Mateus. Cute ball now. And Shevchenko! He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But not this time.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. Not the most accurate pass. That's at the end. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Milan need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Oh, well measured. And Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Indonesia with the corner, they're first. Cleared without hesitation. Out for a throw. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter.
Oh, shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Van der Vaart. Messi. And it's Pedri. That's going wide left. Pedri. And that is expertly dealt with. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. In by Ibrahimovic. And he can thump it away. And here's Pirlo. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And this is Ibrahimovic, and a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Xavi. Xavi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's the shot! Goal, Milan! It is another glorious moment for a man at his most glorious. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
This looks promising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a lovely, neat pass. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Azar with the delivery. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? He can run onto that. It's Ibrahimovic! In he goes again. It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Can he spark a counter here? Tries to pass it through. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, sweet feet. Now the delivery. Oh, good climb. And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Del Piero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had it taken off him. Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Indonesia are down to 10 men. Pirlo is behind this one. Pirlo! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Now it's Batistuta. Spread to the right. Messi. Lovely bit of skill. And he's being shifted off it. Played up towards the front line. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a key interception. Gently done. And he was quick to react. Pirlo. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Azar. Batistuta. Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Messi. Van der Vaart. And the referee has blown for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Milan firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. Gets us going once more. And it's Messi. Swung over. Now it's Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Xavi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Costa Curta. Hazard. Now Costa Curta. Koundé threads one in. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Koundé's cross. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Oh, there's a probing ball. Could move up a gear here. Xavi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Indonesia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit the...
Tries a shot! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's really nicely played. And the shot! Batistuta into the channel. Hazard has it in a wide position. And he's managed to get free. Has a look and plays it forward. Koundé. And it's Koundé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van der Vaart. He's had a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And nicely intercepted. And it's Messi. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Xavi. Del Piero. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Del Piero. That's tidy. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Xavi. And it's Del Piero. Serginho finding himself in space. Aimed at the far side. And that should get the job done. Ball play. He's had a shot!
Attenzione, un cambio.
And that's definitely not his best. Forlan. Szoboszlai. Now it's Barcola. Now it's Szoboszlai. Hoisted in. Oh, good effort! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Not the most accurate pass. Szoboszlai. Costa Curta. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
Aimed beyond the defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Szoboszlai, and it's Forlan. Ronaldo is herring after that one. That is a great pick out. Space for him to turn and look. Saka, and it's Forlan. Nice looking ball. Batistuta, played out towards the right wing. Defending was strong and firm.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Oh, super ball! Saka's delivery. Batistuta! And that was probably asking. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. Your reflections then, Jim?
What a game, what a performance, and right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams have in the past got it so wrong on the day and took a long time to recover, or worse? I just think we should offer our congratulations.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile seguire le notizie sul traffico.
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
A very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries from distance. He's got away with one there. And it's Pirlo. Passing nice and neat. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Now it's Messi, and this is Batistuta. Mbappe. Good. Tries one from range. That's got him rattled. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Del Piero. Del Piero! Zanetti has the space to scheme. It's just beyond his reach. Vidio. Played in with purpose. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Impressive jump. Goal, Milan! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And Shevchenko! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Struck first time. Oh, that is outstanding! A finish right from the top draw. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding...
Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Can he finish? It's wide, but not by very much.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
And it's Pirlo. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tar calmly anticipates. And here's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it out wide. Now, can they get him away? Played towards the front line. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Shevchenko. That has been cut short. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time.
In by Del Piero. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Serginho. Back in once more. He leaps for it. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Oh, what has happened here? Cristiano Ronaldo. There's the shot! And it's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever... It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And yes, it's him again. So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's ended up in no man's land. Deep into stoppage time. And it's Batistuta. He's gone for goal! Oh, he's been... And again! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. Back on the way then. Batistuta! Superb goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Serginho's cross. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Tries to get it clear. Now it's Pirlo. He's having a shot! That was quite a hit. Nicely weighted ball. And he's certainly onside here.
There they go, hunting again.
Del Piero is someone with real dynamite in his boots. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward? Chance for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's forced to go back. Tar cuts out the pass.
Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And Messi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Van Dijk. Vidio. Del Piero. Xavi. Serginho. Oh, that's neat. That's going across. Terrific effort! And there's a goal! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Milan dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Messi. Batistuta. And here's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's good running with the ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now that looks a decent ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Messi. And it's Del Piero. Cross to the back post. He's rising! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Camavinga. Knocks it into space.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Batistuta. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And here's Batistuta. And this is Shevchenko. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Messi. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that is a little undercooked. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Attenzione, un cambio.
All hands on deck for this one. And it's hoisted clear. He'll try from distance. And he shoots. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pirlo. Ibrahimovic. Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. That's very neat. And it's Serginho. Nicely shaped cross. And the referee brings it to a close. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Cristiano Ronaldo doing what he does best, just running the show. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.